Oh no. Good evening. We're live.
Yay!
Are we?
Alright, audio's working.
Are we
Yeah.
actually alive,
Yeah,
or is
well-
this just some sort of
Are
computer
we
simulation?
I don't get existential.
Okay, good.
Are we human or are we dancer?
Sound is working today, so that's good.
Do you ever wonder why we're here?
Right.
We're here to play
D&D. Yeah,
There you
I
go.
know why I'm here. But, nobody wants to get into theology tonight.
No, we're here to play a game.
Not tonight.
Yay! After a 2-week break,
It has been
leaving off on a
2 weeks.
cliffhanger.
We're back! Oh man, my camera's in the most awkward spot now. It's hard to look at 3 screens and the camera at the same time. This is just awful. How do people do this whole streaming setup with an online D&D thing and not be looking up their nose?
They have a moderator and
Ooh.
multiple cameras.
Well, we don't have a moderator.
We don't. That's okay though.
Oh my god, a
We
tiny
are our own
screwdriver.
moderators.
Also, my camera is legitimately sitting on top of a desk lamp that I'm just... it's hanging on by a hope and a prayer.
Yeah,
So you guys might get a flash of the rest of the room here in a little bit.
right. Mine isn't exactly stable either, but
Mine is very stable.
Say, worry not.
Worry not, as long as the New Madrid doesn't go, we should be fine. But like,
Yeah,
it
that's our local fault line. I don't like that that's our local fault line. Anyway.
What?
might. Well, we'll tell you the story later. So, welcome
That's
back. It's been like 2 whole weeks since we've been here.
yeah,
It
Uh,
is.
Bad.
it
Well,
was quite the cliffhanger to leave on. That's what we do here.
yes, it is.
Season
Yeah.
1 reached
Yeah.
its culmination. Now we begin season 2.
Indeed.
The war arc.
I need to come up with cool names for each of these seasons, like I don't know, like Demon Slayer or something like that.
Part 1, the couriers. Part 2, the
Under bloody bows.
This is the
That's the.
this is the Bloody
From
Bows
Ivory
arc.
from Ivory Towers.
Sounds scary.
Okay.
All right. So, hope you all have had a good couple of weeks. We're probably gonna be doing like the sort of thing where we take a couple of weeks off here, like a week off, like every month or so. But we'll try to get some more content for the middle of the week or some stuff recorded ahead of time, so that y'all don't have to miss these beautiful faces and our
Yeah.
and my
All
awful
three
nasally
for it.
voice.
Hmm.
And in the meantime, you can catch everything else on our YouTube channel.
If I remember to upload stuff to our YouTube channel.
Alright, well, you can also join our Discord.
Join our Discord.
There you go.
I think everybody who's currently in the stream is already a member of the Discord, but you know, go join
Well,
But
again.
hey, word of mouth.
Leave
Look,
Discord.
Join it again.
Leave our Discord and come back.
Yeah, it's what you used to do all the time.
And hey, I mean
I'll do it
I
again.
mean the table Tumblr got a new follower recently, so heyo.
Okay, about that.
I need to kick up activity over there because I'm supposed to be managing that.
No,
I always forget we have a Tumblr until I have to make the weekly posts, and then I'm like, what did Zen do in the Tumblr?
Oh,
just
yep.
gonna
So
take
you don't
that.
just reblog it.
I
Just because I post stuff of other places, so.
I forget what
I
Tumblr
don't
is,
know,
and then I forget that Tumblr exists, and I'm still not quite sure I understand that site, but I'm old and crotchety.
that's where we're all.
Still
the
better
rest
than
of us are
Twitter.
from there.
I have been on Tumblr since high school, and I don't think I can tell you what it is.
I've never been part of the Tweet Blur or the Books of Faces. I haven't done a whole lot of any of that.
I did a lot of that.
Imagine having a Facebook.
I have a Facebook. It's how I found out tragic information about my family.
Imagine using a Facebook.
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
Well,
Anyway,
okay, now it's never mind.
it's still necessary in some circles in some places.
It is.
It's
But hey.
solidly
I have-
it's complicated territory.
Definitely.
Yes.
I have obligations, let's say. Let's just leave it at that.
I have
There you
family that I can only get a hold of by Facebook,
Same.
There you go.
so I don't
There's them
usually talk to that family. Not because I don't want to, because it's Facebook. I just don't do Facebook. Anyway, we play
Out of-
D&D sometimes.
Out of sight, out of mind. Anyway, shall we?
All right. So last we left off, we had a little bit of fun.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So welcome to season 2, arc 2, plot line 2. I'm putting an arbitrary delineation here too of the Risen War, a history lesson in our homebrew world. We started off in the border town between the nation of Greymore and the elven nation of Valeran. As the party was gathered in Greymore Gatewatch, for the border city of Gatewatch for the various reasons they were there. Shock troops from King Edmund Morvayn arrived and started, I believe, in the parlance of today's youth, wrecking shit. The town was all but decimated, but our heroes managed to escape. They stayed in the Mont Farm for a night or two. A night, I believe. And there they
got some eep.
Yeah. And there they met Boffin Barrow, who our resident
Prince of Halflings.
Thank you. Obligatory.
Oh boy.
our Prince of Halflings extraordinaire.
Don't you encourage him.
He's a bard without being a bard.
Not a bard. How many times do you have
That's
to
why I
say?
said without being a bard.
Hmm.
He's a bard in spirit.
There you go. A bard in personality.
I call it a behavioral bard.
Ah!
Our heroes then traveled west to the city of Lothiel. On the way, they were ambushed by a necromancer whose purpose was to prevent people from taking news west. They spoke to a sympathetic captain of the guard, Tyran, whose wife then left to go help spread the news. They traveled further north, again dealing with ambushes, to the town of
West.
Tolminith. North and west, eventually.
Yeah.
To the town of Tolminith, where they dealt with giant spiders and a pack of boars that were coming in from the dark, deep woods, driven there by some unnatural force. After Tolminith, as they continued to head towards the capital, in Tolminith, they spoke with both a really fun butcher and a Valerian ranger who was injured by the undead, named Isra, who was pretty well disregarded by leadership. They traveled north to...
So
Feeling
sad
well
about
too,
that.
right?
No idea what, which I'm sure will have no negative consequences whatsoever.
None at all.
They traveled north to the city of Tol'Daram, the elven capital, and there they delivered their news, where it was put very firmly in the "this is an after the party" problem, because it is the eve of the party, which is a very calm on the
Big
face
deal.
name for the elven nation's greatest holiday, a week-long celebration.
What else would you call it? It is the party.
It is
It
literally the party. In
It's a
all of,
rager.
yeah, I mean, in all of Northern Alcivez and perhaps all of Ulavar, there is no party like it. So
No party like an elven party.
Ayo.
the court diviner decided that this is something that wasn't going to be a problem until after the party, so the queen made it an after the party problem. As our heroes dealt with the attacks by shadow forces to take the spell tome that Edwin stole from his old boss, and Edwin then managed to use the cover from that book to bind junk pages into it, and turn that in. Sure, that's not going to come back to bite him at all.
Used it to turn in some student thesis.
Some thesis on like cane toads or something.
That's what happens when you lick them.
You get to taste colors.
That's some
In this
whimsy.
essay,
As the party came, the very eve of the party, the queen is standing on the balcony, fireworks bursting in the background. King Edmund Morvayn's face appears in the clouds, and he declared war upon Valerian. So the diviner was a little wrong, and the diviner then pushed the queen off the balcony.
And was a changeling.
Mhm.
Turns
It's
out.
changed. Thank you for that
Turns
reminder. I'd
out.
forgotten that was revealed.
Oh.
Yep, Edwin and
Yeah,
Gale
like
saw it.
Crack porcelain.
So that's where we've left off. You know, no
As the
pressure or
queen is-
anything.
As the queen is
It'll be
falling-
fine. Gravity's always been kind.
The queen is probably about...
Speaking of left off,
Whee!
left off her feet.
The queen is currently falling at a rate of... Well, the player handbook is a little cruel in this regard, so I don't use it.
If you were to be pushed off of a balcony that's
Don't-
200
it
feet
won't
up
take long.
by somebody who you thought was...
By
And you're
somebody you
falling
thought
out
you
of
could
rate,
trust.
If I had a nickel for every D&D campaign I had where someone important pushed off a balcony, 2 nickels. And this
Doesn't
one
mean a
wasn't
lot.
my fault this time.
Rose, and you did one of them.
Yeah. Oh boy. So, Edwin's over there having a panic attack from seeing Morbane's face in the sky.
Oh, look, it's my old boss.
Mhm.
It's my boss's boss.
Yep.
On a face, Boffin's gonna soon forget Ivert.
And we are watching the Queen fall, so what are we
Yeah,
doing?
I gotta...
Gail's
Not
really sure what she can do.
Kind of fell off.
This party's popping off already. Queens are popping off already.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I don't...
Talk about a crash and burn.
'cause I imagine we're pretty far away from this anyway.
Yeah.
Not really much can do.
Just
Gail's just kind of. Oh crap! Does anybody have magic to help? She just kind of yells that out.
Gale, make a Constitution check for me. Actually, no, performance.
Oh.
Performance. Sorry.
Constitution.
Apologies. I
Oh,
immediately
shit.
went to how strong are your lungs. 21.
She can yell.
All right, so you yell it out. Your message probably goes about 10 feet out from you, but it's being drowned out by screams.
Fair.
Fair.
Don't you just love general panic?
The queen continues to fall.
Oh, how far away are we from the queen?
About 100 feet from the base of the tower, probably.
From the impact point. The splash zone.
From the splash zone?
You guys are making it worse.
Sir!
Gail's
Look, the queen got thrown off a balcony, and there's a giant evil face in the sky.
say,
It's pretty
Really?
bad.
I have...
but she can.
Oh,
Lighting up, but I don't.
The only thing I can think to do is... Soliana could probably dash forward to get under the queen, but that's about all
That's
she...
just.
Great. 2 casualties.
Yeah, like-
You understand how like terminal velocity works, right?
Let's go catch it. It'll be fine.
You're not gonna cushion the impact.
It's
You're just gonna become the ground.
pushing the impact with my body. Yeah,
I mean, I guess at this point, can Marius make a sort of like threat assessment? Like, there's big fucking face in the sky. Queen's probably gonna die here. So, the assumption is bad shit's about to go down.
let's see. Marius, you have a strong background in this sort of thing. Make a survival check for me as you go into focus mode.
Focus.
Marius has got to start triaging.
19. Arius, you are in tune with the combat zone. You focus yourself, assess what's going on. The face in the clouds is beginning to fade away as the upper drafts of the atmosphere are blowing the former magically infused clouds away. The queen is falling at frankly an alarming rate of speed, and you know that your knowledge of the human body and what happens in this sort of situation tells you that upon the queen's impact with the ground, a lot of children are going to have lifelong issues.
Yeah.
There are guards running into the tower from the balcony. You see soldiers. There's a lot of people moving about. It does look like there are a couple of people speaking in strange words that you don't understand. Like, it's just, magic's not your forte. But you hear there's a lot of chaos going on. There are some people trying to save the queen. But yeah,
Is there any?
It's
just chaos right now.
It's pretty chaotic. You could maybe make it to her to shield people from the site after the impact. A moment after. We're gonna say this is the second number 1.
Right.
Oh boy.
Well, shit, might as well. All right, we're gonna dash towards the impact zone. But let's see. As we're kind of in the middle of the crowd, or not in the middle of the crowd, but like right almost to the front, to where a bunch of people are gonna see this mess. We're gonna cast our darkness spell.
Oh, what?
Apologies, Marius. I wasn't aware that you could speak magic.
It's the infernal legacy
okay. Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
He's got
Tieflings
darkness.
get a little bit of magic as a
A
treat.
little bit of magic. He used this in the first fight.
Yep, I remember that now. Alright, so Marius, as you run up in second number 2, you create a bubble of magical darkness, and everybody is kind of freaking out because now there is magical darkness appearing as the queen has been thrown off the balcony. Marius, you feel, you don't feel much right now because we're in second number 3. Boffin, are you doing anything during all this, or is it just...
Yeah, absolutely. And first off, I think T and Soliana just share a glance because they were expecting something was going to go down.
Soliana and Boffin low-key somebody pick up that phone.
But yeah, so he's shocked but not surprised. His contacts had led him to more suspect the diviner, but and he is basically he was right, but that also means his kind of greatest fears are turning out to be true. But he's certain this is not all the king has planned. So actually, he's trying to quickly make his way through the crowd away from what's happening with the queen, and trying to see if there's anyone else doing the same.
In seconds 2 and 3, Boffin, you are making your way away from the splash zone as much as possible. With some ease because of both your roguish talents and being a halfling, you're just good at getting through tight spaces. You're dodging your way through the city crowd. Crowds are second nature to you, let's be honest. Edwin, are you doing anything through all this?
Well, he doesn't really have anything he can do.
If you want to move towards the impact zone, if you want to move backwards from it, anywhere. Did you want to position yourself somewhere else on the field of can't say battle.
Field of calamity.
Chaos. Calamity, chaos. Is the danger zone.
The highway to it, really.
Just
Not really. If it's 100 feet away, he doesn't really have any movement to get that far.
No worries at all.
Maybe with just boss's boss there, it's like, you're not gonna move. Hit feet don't want to participate.
Fair enough. Gale. Are you doing anything other than shouting?
Yes.
If you're talking, I think I lost you.
No, we've been having some connection issues.
Yeah?
But
We haven't had connection issues all week. Why now?
every time. But
Because we are
she
streaming now.
she is pushing her way toward the site to.
To
To there's not she can't see anything to be done to save the queen, but basically she's just gonna go up.
was I the only one who couldn't hear any of that?
No.
Dang it. Okay. I'm going to restart Discord.
Okay, I'll move on to Soliana in the meantime. Soliana,
Yeah.
are you doing anything at all? In
Other than
Hmm.
sharing that look with Boffin, we're gonna. I guess we're gonna try and run forward, like with Marius.
Okay.
And you'll probably also see Boffin go since you were looking at Boffin.
Boffin's going that way. We're not gonna. Like the only thing I can think, I don't think Druidcraft is gonna help. Like my idea was like to make something to catch or cushion, but I don't think Druidcraft is big enough for that because it's just a cantrip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
between the distance and all that, probably not.
You should make a flower grow. Yeah,
Just a single flower, that'll catch her.
yeah, right.
I'm just imagining like the queen
This one like
hits,
corpse flower.
the queen hits, and a little daisy goes right next to her.
Just-
Oh, that's unfortunate timing.
yeah, we're just gonna go forward like with Marius to try and abate the chaos and try and get a closer look at like there's a person up there, I guess.
There's a couple of people.
Yeah, like try to see if we can't see what's going on with the diviner up there, I guess.
Okay. As you approach, the diviner has gone into the building. There's not a whole lot of a good angle to get on him, you realize as you approach. However, the crowd crush becomes stronger and stronger as you get closer. Gale, if you want to try saying something, anything at all, to let us know that you're out there. Yeah, that didn't help.
Lost into the void.
Oh my gosh.
Gale was such a
I
good
am-
character. Her voice. Somebody cast silence.
Sometimes I can still hear her
okay.
voice.
Sometimes I can still hear her voice in stuttering staccato.
We can hear her, but we can't. It doesn't work when she talks about what she's trying to do.
Apparently.
See, that came through fine.
Perfectly
Right.
fine.
All right. So
Can you hear me for now?
yes.
Now.
She's joining Marius at the front to do.
Always hear you when you're talking about the difficulty.
Joining Marius at the front to robot. Gail's gonna do the robot. Got it.
We should be playing Starfinder.
Clear people away.
Okay.
Get it that time, yeah?
Yeah, I got that
Yes.
part that time. This
Yes.
it would be perfect
Okay.
robot
This
voice
is
for
so stupid.
Starfinder. Alas, but we are in.
If it comes down to it, would joining on your phone work any better for this case? I know that's what I've had to do when I had bad connection before.
Alright. So, as the queen falls, there are some parents that are kind of aware of what's going on, and they're, you see people shielding their children's eyes and whatnot. Marius, you feel somebody battling you for that bubble of darkness. You feel a magical pull trying to wrest control of the spell from you.
Wrest control of the spell. Okay.
Yeah, almost like a counterspell sort of thing. However, all of it is, all of the thought goes out the window. As the queen falls, she is 30 feet from the ground, maybe, when there's a great bellowing roar through the skies.
Oh.
And a bright flash of silver briefly blinds you. The shadow is dispersed. Marius, you can't keep the spell up.
Yeah, it's
A blue glow envelops the queen, and she hits the ground. She is intact. There is no spray of blood. There's no gore. The queen hits, she bounces 5 feet in the air, and then thuds back down into a pile.
oh.
She appears to be intact.
Are we talking intact as in, you know, all body parts are still connected, but still a crumpled mess of limbs?
It does not appear that anything is broken. A massive form lands over you as people scream and begin running, and you look up and you see shining silver scales above you.
So glad I got a head start.
Okay. Is it
Are these
working?
familiar? Are these?
I
Yes.
can hear you
for now.
They are slightly familiar to you, Marius.
Like a recent familiarity. Okay.
Yeah, they make you think of school.
Great. The thing I was never really good at.
Tuition for some reason. I don't know why.
The shape condenses down to an elven-looking woman in a gray robe that you remember from the Arcane College.
Yep.
She looks at you and she points at you, Marius. You, secure the queen.
Already on it.
As you approach, Marius, this lady is not breathing. The queen is in a heat. She doesn't appear to be breathing. She's still kind of glowing, but she is not the spaghetti mess that she should be.
Those internal organs probably don't feel too good.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
The concussion probably doesn't feel great either. Nothing's broken. She's intact. We're good.
All the bleeding's internal, which is where it's supposed to be.
Good job.
Great.
That's where the blood belongs, right?
Usually.
Just, I guess we're just gonna assess her initial condition and pick her up and try and get her somewhere. He is not qualified for this. Okay, he is
Marius is like, this is above my pay grade.
I am not trained for this. This is not what I signed up for.
This was not in my job description.
This is not discussed during the interview.
Marius, as you pick her up, you hear this gross scraping sound. But, you know, nothing comes off. Soliana, you're on the edge of this as this dragon comes down in front of you.
Okay.
Gale, you see it at a slightly more of a distance. And Edwin, you recognize this dragon. I mean, y'all do.
Mhm.
But yeah, Edwin, that's my teacher. Or kind of.
That's the headmaster. I guess Sully's gonna go forward. See the body of the queen in Marius's arms, and just go cure wounds.
Okay.
There's nobody knows CPR.
Look,
So-
it's less about doing CPR and more of, oh my god, that guy is kissing the corpse of the queen.
You only get to kiss royalty once. Heal. 7
Those
HP.
are words that are being said. All right.
Oh boy.
Those are absolutely some words. Okay, so Sully, you're running up into to grabby range.
Yeah, we're gonna run up to grabby range, and we're just gonna give the queen a nice gentle tap with the cure wounds.
All right. You notice first that she is cold as you touch her. And the magic kind of suffuses her, but you don't see any outward difference. Buff, are you still running?
Oh yeah. No, and again, like, you know, his flashy self knows a distraction when he sees one, and like giant shouting head in the sky like screams distraction to Boffin. So he's still just running and keeping an eye out for anyone who looks like they're trying to take advantage of the situation.
Okay. Gale.
Mhm.
We'll try this again. What is your current status with the current situation?
Well, unfortunately, I didn't hear most of what was happening besides the smack you made in real life with your hands.
Headmaster lady came down. Queen bounced 5 feet in the air, and she's not moving.
Okay.
There is a
Um.
elf-shaped
She's in one
dragon
piece.
barking orders now.
I mean, Gale's going. She's going up there. I mean, she doesn't know what else to do, and just she's in "how can I help" mode.
Okay.
We need to get the queen back inside.
Are there any guards nearby that can...
There is a very aggressive-looking group of men heading in your vague direction, yes.
What better way than to meet them head on?
Right you are.
I shouldn't be laughing. This is a very serious situation.
Yeah.
The headmistress looks to you, Marius. Trust nobody with the queen. Inside. Points towards the door, and as the guards are approaching, she lifts up her hands, and they go to either side.
Do as the Dragon Lady says. We're...
Kidding.
Don't want to end up like that.
Someone give a yell to Boffin, like, Boffin, we're going inside now.
We'll ask questions later.
He is so far gone at this point.
Boffin is done with this.
Boffin, like, noped out immediately.
Boffin is preserving Boffin's own life here.
Oh, he's trying to accomplish things. He's just maybe.
Both.
He's doing it his own way.
Yeah.
He can do both.
He's just even like a coward again.
Nobody
Sure.
says he can't do both.
Yeah.
Oh yes, regicide twice in a week.
Look, Boffin, you're 2 for 2. You didn't even have to work for this one.
But yeah, we're gonna follow Dragon Lady's orders because Big Dragon Lady usually usurps a lot of other things.
Yeah.
There are very few situations in which listening to the dragon is a bad idea for self-preservation. Alright, Edwin, what are you doing?
When Dragon Lady came down, that probably snapped him out of whatever the hell he's in. I mean, everyone else is over that way, so I guess he'll just kind of shake it off and make his way over.
Okay.
Don't know where Boffin went. He was there like
No.
a second ago. Boffin just became that one gif that, like, deuces. Boffin's gone. Everyone else is over there. He doesn't really want to be alone outside. Yeah, no, he'll just kind of jog his way over there.
It's occurring to me that Boffin is very much on his own right now, and
Yeah, Boffin is very much on his own. He didn't tell anyone where he was going.
Soliana's on just staring to the ground.
That's
Boffin-
alright, we'll
The
handle-
queen died. Boffin took off. There's definitely for normal reasons, there's
Yeah.
no reason for us to worry about Boffin taking off the moment the queen fell. Nope. Don't need to worry about that.
Look, he is a master of looking hella suspicious for no good reason.
He really is.
He really is. Where's your halfling friend? Great question. We would love to know.
Halfling,
like,
halfling,
alright,
halfling.
There was a halfling? I don't remember. I feel like I would remember a halfling.
See, no, you don't cover him up because then that makes you look like an accomplice.
Oh, that's true. We don't know where the fuck that halfling went. Yeah, he's a bastard. No idea. You say you hear he call himself the prince? I have no fucking idea. What was wrong with him?
Let's see.
Is there anybody else getting in our way as we bust down inside the base of the tower?
You see nobody coming your direction. However, the dragon is walking ahead of you. As you approach, she wheels around and holds up her hands in an arcane, in a casting position, as Gale and Edwin and Soliana all start approaching. Well, it's actually Sully, you're already there. Never mind. As Gale and
Well-
Edwin approach,
You got one hell of timing.
unless I missed something.
Where's Boffin?
I think it was Marius, Soliana, and Gale.
Both
I mean,
of you,
Gale was the furthest distant, but she was
Yeah.
catching up.
Yeah.
both of you,
Yes.
not you.
Yes.
Oh, the characters. Yes.
And she's looking at Gale and Edwin, and there is a very nasty-looking spell appearing around your fingertips.
She's
Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa, whoa.
Oh,
They're, they're good. They've been with us
we're
since.
with him.
They've been with us
Are you
since
sure?
Gatewatch. Yes, I'm sure.
They haven't been replaced by anybody.
Not to
that
my
I'm aware
knowledge. I'm. She's just gonna she's gonna start digging for her. She's gonna start.
Can we
digging for
can
her
we do the
ranking
existential
system.
questions later?
I'm pretty sure if they were, you would be able to tell. If of all the people here who would be able to tell if they had been replaced, it would be you.
If only
We
you
have-
had your
That's the
confidence
dragon.
inside.
We have more pressing matters. She's getting colder.
Oh yeah, I agree. Inside.
I don't think you. I will educate you on danger assessment later.
You can lecture me all you want. We got bigger problems.
Yourself while you hold the queen, or I will become the biggest problem you have never been able to handle.
Oh my God, can we go inside? Yes, it's all
So,
very
as she
important.
walks past you,
all
she's gonna
happening-
smack you in the back of the head hard enough to make your ears ring.
Ow! Okay.
That's a queen assassin, a dragon. What's wrong with you?
Why?
Queen's dying, and I'm done with this. Okay.
Hey, I've got
The queen's dead. I think I can sass her if she's dead.
No. You want to be eaten.
I think Edwin and I need to teach you all about proper reverence here.
As you enter,
Anyway.
She waves her hand, and a couch kind of slides towards you from the wall. Quinn can go there. Every guard that approaches gets a very quick, stern look from the headmistress before they're allowed to form a perimeter.
Yeah, well, set her gently down on this sudden couch.
Alright. Alright. Once the perimeter is formed and people are kind of pushed out, she will approach. There. There's no need to hurry. She looks down at the queen and she's quite dead.
Hmm.
The feather fall was enough to save her from becoming an art project. But she's certainly not breathing anymore.
Okay.
Valera needs her queen, though.
Yes. Is there anything we can do right now?
Are any of you capable of preserving the dead?
I am not.
Just gonna look
I've
at
only got
Edwin.
my hand.
Sorry.
I've
No.
used.
I know of the spells, but I'm not a Grim Knight who can.
And I can scarce afford the magic, but here we are. She's gonna close her eyes and hold her hands over the queen's body, and it settles into a sleeping repose sort of position.
That should keep her from being. The diviner. Edwin, did you see anything? Soliana? Marius? Where the heck's Puffin? Oh, he could...
He was there 1 second, then I looked down and he was gone.
I mean, besides the obvious, barring all of that, the hell just happened?
I know I
Well,
saw...
The diviner changed, and that flash was from him, I think.
I definitely saw the diviner change. His skin started cracking like when you drop a plate or a vase.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Say, I don't know anything about that sort of magic or ability or anything. My forte's undead. Not whatever that was.
Would Edwin know now that everything's settled and he can actually like think?
Edwin can make an Arcana check. It would be very obscure knowledge for him, though.
That's fair. No.
Rolls an 8, still gets an 16.
Right?
With 16, Edwin, you are aware there are several types of creatures that are capable of changing their form at will. This could very easily be an example of that. And Headmistress will look to all of you and pointedly at Soliana. And that is why, when a queen is assassinated and you're asked to prove your identity, you do so. Any one of you could at any time have been replaced by somebody who looks exactly like you and has ill intent for this place.
Understood. Apologies for the outbursts.
No apologies needed. I've done what I can to preserve the queen in what capacity is possible. You said the diviner.
Yes, ma'am.
So look at Edwin. You saw this too?
Yeah.
That's concerning. Deeply concerning. There aren't many that I know of here that can do that.
Well, if he was impersonating the other, like the actual one.
That would be the implication, yes.
Because, well, yeah, who can lie best about what they saw than the only one who can?
Yeah.
And you all can
Yeah.
be assured of each of your friends' identities here.
Pretty sure.
She's looking at Soliana, Marius.
We didn't leave each other's sides.
Not today.
Well,
Not
no,
today. I
I
don't
mean, I've
know
been
when.
in the college for the past 2 weeks, so I don't know.
It how could we prove that we're all who we say we are? Or what, I guess, in this case? I
mean, there's spells to detect enchantment, anyways. Magic.
There is magic that can tell us who you are.
I can attune with the environment around me to feel what's present, but that's only within a mile. And can't tell how many or where. Just that it's there.
What about a code of some sort?
That would be wise moving forward. I recognize all of you.
Oh,
And
Okay.
I don't necessarily believe that any of you are lying. Didn't you have another, though?
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
I don't know where he went, but it doesn't look good for us, does it?
It doesn't look good for him specifically, considering what he also said afterwards.
Might not even be buffing when you see him next.
I know little about what he may have said, but it is not unreasonable for somebody to flee in the event of a crisis like this.
That is true.
Already technically did once.
Although he did tell me in these past couple of weeks that he was going out to form a network of contacts. I told him to leave me a sigil if he needed it.
A network of contacts. Now that does sound a little bit suspicious, admittedly.
It does.
But we can hope for good intentions if you trust him.
I trust him. I trust him well enough.
I mean, he's lied a lot.
He has lied a lot, but I know when I called him out on it, he came clean.
Buffin, at the very least, has always seemed
I had to
harmless.
push him for him to admit that he was even in the keep to begin with.
That too.
And I very
Rose,
clearly
what did-
remembered him being there.
What did Soliana say? I didn't catch it.
Oh, just that at the very least, Buffin has always seemed pretty harmless.
To friends, at least.
Right.
Marius is gonna ask a kind of pointed question here to the headmaster.
Okay.
Just Did you know this was going to happen?
I had suspicion that something was going to happen after what I saw in Gatewatch. I
What
did
did
not
you
know
see?
that this was going to happen here. What did I see?
I would like to know that as well, if possible.
I saw brewing war.
What I was afraid of.
Ranks of corpses lined up with weapon in hand, ready for an invasion.
Gail's just gonna kind of smile that uneasy, oh, we were right
They were
sort of smile.
quite well hidden. The undead don't need to breathe or be comfortable.
No, they don't.
But I have a way of poking my nose into things that others don't want me to. I suspected that
worried.
the beginning of the party would have been a good time for Morvain to initiate his plan, and hurried back here as quickly as I could.
At least we were of the same mind. Because we've felt that way too.
It is an easy mind to have, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Especially when most of us have seen what's going on in Greymore. Either in person or as passerby.
It is very easy for somebody to choose not to see what is in front of them if what is in front of them is beyond their capacity to handle. At least for you strange small folks.
Times like this, I almost wish I did have that capacity, but I don't. At least in this regard, but I don't.
Now,
Or I'm trained not to.
you see, that just means that you don't know what you're not seeing yet.
Gail's just gonna kind of think about that.
We should probably find your little halfling friend, and as we say that,
Oh boy.
Boffin.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
What the half one doing?
Always a good question.
What the
Boffin,
dog?
as you're running down the streets,
Yep.
you manage to get away from the crowd fairly quickly. And there's not a lot of people around you. The diaspora is kind of spreading, but you're in the trees by yourself. You don't see any particularly malicious looking figures, nothing. No hammer appears about to fall. And then...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, if you're doing something.
Well, I mean, if there's no immediate leads, Buff is just trying to think back to like everything he learned from his contacts. They were saying that it wasn't just the Diviner; there were other parts of the lines of communication. Certain nobles that they thought were suspicious. Did they actually ever name any, or
not by name? They did mention that a lot of information wasn't making it to the Queen,
Right.
and that there were several people that either due to incompetence or maliciousness weren't behaving properly in court.
Right. Okay, but if he doesn't have any specific noble at this point, just trying to think what else Morvain would be after, like if he's doing something at the same time, if he's snuck anything else in the city. The crypts. Where are the crypts?
The crypts are in are for the most part underneath the spire, the citadel of Folteram.
Okay, so back where we came.
Back the way we came.
Okay. Well, okay, so it's probably so maybe not there if everything's already on high alert there. Yeah, Boffin's honestly kind of at a loss right now.
Okay.
So he'll take a moment to just kind of think what to do next.
Okay.
The adrenaline's just finally wearing off.
We're gonna quiet everybody else for a moment.
Oh no! Oh, secret.
Oh boy.
Secrets.
Secret.
Nothing is secrets.
Secrets.
No negative consequences.
Boffin.
Yeah, hello there. I think this is the first time I've had the honor.
Well, it's not wasted then.
No.
Boffin, as you're just taking a moment to think, always a wise decision in this sort of circumstance. You hear a twig snap nearby.
Okay, well that will immediately turn to see what that is because we are very paranoid right now.
Your the elven woman contact of yours
Oh, okay. Oh shoot.
steps
Oh,
out.
it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's kind of why I just said elven woman.
No, you. I have the name.
I have it somewhere.
Shit. Last time you mentioned her, you called her the half elf too. Damn it. All right. Wait. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you're all right. Boffin.
Yep. Oh, is that what is she addressing me? Okay.
Yes. Heading away from the danger, I see.
Nephelia, fancy running into you here. Yeah, I was trying to see if there might have been anything else going on with the promotion afoot.
Well, there certainly is something else going on. I mean, certainly an opportunity to get a few things accomplished here and there.
Sure. I wouldn't begrudge you that. I mean, would you happen to know if anything else has been occurring?
I don't know of any nefarious goings on.
Where's Oiled Leather?
Oiled Leather is handling business elsewhere right now. He's
The nobles you mentioned before, you didn't really say any of your names, but I think now would be a perfect opportunity to investigate some of them further.
I could see why you would say that. I'm not going to be giving you other names, though.
Other name.
She's going to look you up and down. It is fortunate that you've gotten in so close with this little group of yours. I have no doubt that they're in the tower right now helping the queen. Well, what's left of her anyway.
What do my friends have to do with any of this?
I don't know. But you ran off right afterward. I wonder what they're going to think you have to do with it.
I admit I was not thinking of that at the time.
I wouldn't trust anybody in that tower if I were you, Boffin.
Anyone? I mean, certainly it didn't already. This is why I've been trying to do my own investigation. Since, the Queen and her ilk certainly weren't doing their due diligence.
Indeed. But you do your due diligence. So, if I were you, I would get out of town while the getting is good.
not that I don't appreciate you taking the time to chat with me, but I guess why aren't you off doing your own business like Leopard is?
It's my job to keep an eye on things. Especially enterprising young people like yourself.
Trying to run me out of town already, I assure you. I'm not trying to get in the way of anything you lot are doing.
Oh, you couldn't if you wanted to. Often it's hard to tell, but she might be getting shorter.
Oh, okay.
As little cracks appear in her flesh.
Oh, shoot, I don't think he's one of the ones who noticed that detail. Because I think only 2 of ours saw that, right?
Soon, Boffin, you're looking into a mirror.
Oh, okay. This is most peculiar.
Don't worry, Boffin. Your friends won't even know you were gone.
Alright, fuck, this is too weird. He is bolting.
Alright, and, which direction are you running?
Away, once again, he is not thinking, it's just, yeah, arbitrary direction.
Okay. Boffin, let's see where you're gonna run.
Oh, I mean, if he has enough presence of mind, and I guess he has been exploring to see, he's going to be trying to make it back to the house.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say that you have enough smarts, enough self-survival here to have that thought, and you'd certainly know how to get there from here.
Right.
So yeah, you start running, and at first you hear footsteps behind you, followed by Boffin, what's wrong with the little joke between friends in your own voice?
Oh, that is unsettling. I mean, I know I look great, I know I sound great, but like, oh, this is still wrong. And does it sound like the voice isn't like getting any further behind?
It starts to fade behind you
Okay.
as you run. And you're in a quiet part of the city now.
Okay.
There's very little around you. Everybody's still... I mean, it's nighttime. Everybody's supposed to be at the party, which is currently not happening.
Right, right.
Yeah, you find the house dark and empty.
Oh, okay, okay.
The door is as you left it.
Ooh, okay, we're definitely nervous. We're trying to think what to do here. He does not trust. She's not still after him. And like, oh, if she's been watching, oh, what does she know? She probably knows a lot. Oh, he's been... And all his new friends have gotten him far too trusting a mood lately. This is dangerous. But no, he's gonna, yeah, remember what he told Gail, that he was gonna, leave her things, and, like, he thinks he's still in trouble, so, like, by the, like, door frame, he's gonna, like, carve, like, a, thieves' cant symbols for just kind of, like, danger, like, I don't know, something just, like, someone you, like, something you can't trust, like, you can't, do business with this sort of person.
Okay. Yeah, it's nothing for you to knock out those symbols really quick in the doorway. Are you gonna go inside, or what's...
Oh, it doesn't... Oh, that's... I guess this... Oh, hiding is not... he needs to... He's been running. He needs to catch his breath for at least a minute first while he thinks where to run to next.
Okay. As you enter the house, what are you just gonna stop and take a breath for a moment, or are you gonna look around? What's...
Oh shoot! Oh no! Oh, why do you have to say things like that?
Well, it's just... Am I gonna ask you for an investigation or perception, really?
Right. No, and after he catches his breath, yeah, now he's like paranoid that someone already might be waiting for him in the house. Like he'll definitely at least do a cursory look around. He's not gonna like ransack the house, but just like, quickly peek into corners where like one would be trying to ambush someone.
Sure. Yeah. Make an investigation for me.
Okay. Oh,
12. All right.
sorry. Oh.
So you look around the house, and everywhere you see shadows waiting for you,
All right. Yep.
but you don't see anybody. And also, as you come into the house, you feel an almost friendly presence nearby,
Okay.
almost as if something's looking over your shoulder, in a friendly sort of way, like got your back sort of thing.
Okay. Hello?
There is no direct response. There's an almost an affirmation in your head. Almost like a thought that something is acknowledging your greeting.
Alright, cool. Yep. No, alright, I'm losing it. I just gotta keep moving. He's gonna run back out of the house and shit, where else is good? College. Edwin seems to think the college is safe, so he'll try and start running there next.
Okay. So you head towards the college, and we're going to go back to the whole group.
Okay.
I've kept them in
Yes.
agony long enough.
Sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. This is great. Welcome back, all y'all.
Yeah, Boffin had fun time.
Dang.
Boffin,
Oh, Boffin secrets.
Lots of secrets.
That's the secrets.
Boffin had fun.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
We do like fun.
We have fun here.
We do.
Did Boffin have fun?
We don't know. We just don't know.
We just don't know.
Questionable.
Boffin
Sounds-
had fun.
It sounds questionable to me.
All right. Those of you in the tower, you are not joined by Boffin. But picking up where we left off there, shortly the king comes down the stairs. Quickly, he has steel in hand, ready for combat.
Oh, okay.
But as he rounds the corner and sees all of you, and sees his queen on the cushions, and sees the somber look on the folk around, it's you cannot describe with words the sound that someone could make when their world shatters, and without hearing it yourself. His wail is the anguished cry of somebody who has spent hundreds of years with a person at their side. As he drops his weapon and kneels next to his wife.
Gail just kind of flinches. Just, it's a sympathetic sort of thing. Just, oh.
Marius has heard something similar before, so he's just not looking, but he's just.
Yeah, we'll just
Sorry, go ahead, Soliana. Sorry.
hands going around those engagement stones, and we're just gonna concentrate on anything else.
The headmistress is going to pull all of you aside. I recognized all of you, and I'm glad to see that you have gotten here safely. Edwin, I was happy to approve your papers.
Yes, thank you for that.
I had no idea that this would be punctuated by such a tragedy, but we have a problem now. I fully suspect that you will want to go to your homes and to your families.
Well, for
Very
those
hard
of
to do.
us who can, I mean, mine's in Greymore. Soliana, your family's here, right?
They're here.
And of course, my my grandma. She's bound and determined to they can take it from her cold dead hands. She said.
That sounds like her.
Stubborn.
May her words not become a prediction.
I hope not.
You seem to know more about my family than I did.
I have a bit of history with your family.
I only just learned where Andrew was buried.
Did you go see it?
Did.
I think there is more wisdom to be gleaned from her than you might know. She was a unique sort of woman.
The person who wrote that book about her would certainly agree.
Books
I had to
and
translate it.
poems. The first woman I ever met who turned being angry into a true art form.
Huh. The Wrath Dancer, they called her.
A very violent art form.
Huh.
I'm not going to ask any of you to stay or to help. If you are inclined to do so, then there are a couple of courses of actions you could take.
That's good, because I wasn't going to ask permission.
Valerian needs her queen.
Yes.
If you can act quickly enough, it may be possible to give Valerian her queen back.
Okay.
What?
There's magic out there that can bring people back without being undead.
There are a few who are capable of doing such a thing. It is dangerous magic, and the shepherd is not keen to give up a soul,
No,
ever.
no, she's not.
But there are some magics capable of it, and those same magics leave behind can be used to create a stone that can be used to beacon a soul back across the veil. I know
Gail's just thinking.
I know of one such stone in existence now.
Oh,
It is a bit distant. It is in Bulgaria, south.
oh, that is a bit of ways.
In the south of Bulgaria.
That far.
In a land called Umbermount.
I've heard rumors about that place.
Whatever
I
rumors
mean,
you have
that's outside
heard.
of our scope. That's outside of our scope, but
Whatever,
heard rumors.
whatever rumors you've heard about Umbermount, it's worse.
Gail's just gonna kind of just. She's just gonna kind of smile uneasily and just kind of pale a little bit.
Do they say about Gale?
Huh?
What rumors are about Umbermount?
Let's just say there's a very old, very dangerous undead there.
Of course there is.
He is old and dangerous, but he can be reasoned with.
Reasoned with. Oh, I don't. We'll keep it. We're gonna put a dagger in that and come back to that. What are our other options, ma'am?
There is perhaps somebody in Axia who has the strength to cast such magic. Axia is in a bit of tumult right now, as ever.
Isn't it?
And Axia is significantly more distant.
Uh-huh. Wait.
But I can send people to either one of those if you would prefer to stay in Valeran.
Oh.
We could absolutely use your assistance in Lathiel if you wish to fight directly. I can't guarantee the success of my people going to either place. Umbermount knows us somewhat. They have the advantage of not knowing you.
Huh. Gail's just kind of thinking. I mean, I told the lieutenant that if need be, I would rendezvous with him, but I don't. Ma'am, what can you tell us about the about the fellow in Umbermount? Any
She's just gonna kind of.
Oh, where do I begin?
What can't I tell
He
you about the guy?
He
in
sounds
Umbermount?
like a perfectly She said he can be reasoned with. I'm sure it will be fine.
Umbermount is a very a perpetually grim place.
Fitting.
Her master is a consummate gentleman who does not abide bad manners.
Gail's just gonna kind of glance at.
Oh, calm down.
Soliana and
I
Mary
do.
is just-
I can behave. I know how to.
Can you?
Yes.
I hope
Just asked the
so.
queen and got told down. You just asked Dray and got smacked. Yeah, no,
Anyway.
you don't have courtroom protocol.
It has been a while since I've been in the court. All right. I ran away to join a circus for a reason.
So you really just don't have authority.
Now, children.
Sorry.
And what if he can't be reasoned with?
If he can't, well, in his old age, he may have gone senile. But I would attempt to relieve Umbermount as quickly as possible if he cannot.
Yeah. It's worse.
Yeah.
You see how that's worse, right?
Yeah.
A soul beacon is not something that can just be found laying around.
No.
The
That's what they
only
call
one that I
Imagine
know
not.
of that exists, people don't create them to not use them. Only the very powerful keep one on hand, because there are creatures out there, there are forces that can sense their presence. You must be very mighty to hold on to it.
You know what? That would track. That would track.
The only one that I know of is in the possession of Lord Azeron Harcourt.
Gail's gonna think back to see if she's heard or read anything about that name in particular.
Make a history check for me.
As Edwin.
We
Uh,
have.
That's not a bad roll.
Yeah,
Is there anyone
Good
in the
point.
Grim Knights who would not like know that name? As you know,
Yeah,
given what he is. Like,
Gale, you're aware that Azeron Harcourt is the undead, is the vampire that the Grim Knights just don't. Like,
Oh, I know that name. Oh, I know that name. Oh, I know that name.
from
Oh
the
no.
beginning of Grim Knight's history, which goes back a long ways, the rule has been you just don't go to Umbermount. There are several families of vampire hunters, many of whom their lines have died off due to their vocation. That just vampire hunters don't go to Umbermount. Every now and again, a scrappy young group will go out there and not come back. There are no rumors, there is no knowledge as to what he is capable of, nor about the inner workings, other than the very surface level of how Umbermount works, because nobody ever comes out to talk about it.
She's just gonna kind of just. Her hand's gonna come up and cover her mouth. Just. Oh, okay.
I will equip you for this task if you choose to take it on.
Okay. Okay.
Azeron Harcourt is a very old vampire.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we
Edwin,
know quite a bit about that.
Edwin, you can
Yeah.
make a history check real quick.
What have you heard, buddy? Not a lot, surprisingly.
You're pretty sure a letter came from Harcourt once.
Sorting through the mail.
Morvain wasn't terribly pleased to receive it, or to read it anyway.
Oh boy. Hmm.
So Umbermount to get the stone and Axia to find someone who can cast it.
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't know for certain who could cast it in Axia, but I know that somebody there who would know who to reach out to.
Would it be possible to just get in, like, I don't know, send a letter or some sort of message in that person's direction?
When asking about raising the dead, it's best not to do so through a courier.
That, and I mean, if time's pressing, post doesn't exactly move quickly.
I'm not sure if the
No.
post could get out of Valerian right now.
Yeah, how you mentioned a time limit. How long is that?
A few weeks. I can keep extending the magic, as long as I and she are here and safe.
Yep, part of the problem.
That is the problem. I don't. Every single one of my superiors would tell us not to go to Umbermount. But Valerian needs her queen, as you said, and if there's no other way to do that, I mean, I certainly don't know anybody who could.
I cannot express how terrible an idea it is to go to Umbermount and ask for this from him. And I'm the one asking somebody to do it.
Gail's just gonna kind of just nod her head and just agree.
What would we even have to bargain with?
I would provide you that.
Okay. I don't even know what.
Our options are limited here.
I am only asking what you might be willing to do. I am not presuming to have any authority over you, except Edwin. Make sure you do your studies.
That I've been working
On the job.
It's all well and good, but you
training.
have to get your homework done, okay?
This will count towards your credits.
I get graded.
This is what we call work study.
I don't need an answer now either. You can speak with your friend. I'm sure he's out there looking for you.
I sure hope so. I mean, maybe we should go out there and look for him first.
I mean,
Or-
I can try and contact him. It's a little hard
Wait.
to do, but
You can?
that's how I found out my parents aren't dead.
Oh.
That is wonderful.
So there is magic. So there. Oh.
That was... You thought your parents were dead?
I lived in Villamont. They worked there when it all happened. I didn't see them for the better half of a year or more.
You poor thing.
Haven't heard anything. It's been a stressful time.
She's gonna kind of like give you like this whole really sort of look.
Then my mentor's been hunting me down for the better half of like a couple weeks. That's finally dealt with.
I hope that works out for you, Edwin, because that's dangerous.
Yeah. He's not gonna be happy. But hey, I got Basker off my back.
For now.
Yeah.
Wait, Basker?
That's dog.
Does
Oh.
the dog have a name?
Oh.
Yeah.
There is a lot to unpack there, Edwin.
I'd rather not think about it.
Anyway, well,
I suppose
Okay.
we'll need to go talk to Boffin then.
let's go find him. I would
I
hope.
can just find where he is. Ask him.
You want to give it a shot? Otherwise,
Yeah.
there's just going back to the house because that's kind of where we all collect.
Well, I might have moved on from there, but I don't know. Can I ask him? It's easier.
Give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna overcast ascending. Get a headache from this Boffin, you better answer.
Okay, so you're gonna overcast for sending?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll it for me.
Roll that con save. Let's go.
Boffin, you little shit. My head is pounding.
That-
Where are you?
Oh, no.
Sure is a headache.
Oh no!
Edwin, your head starts to pound and you feel a trickle of blood down your nose.
Oh,
And all of you see, like, his nosebleed starting, sorry, not Boffin. Edwin, you do manage to start casting the spell, and Boffin, I don't know, you can handle this however you like when a voice starts talking in your head.
Okay.
First time.
And notably, Edwin
Yes.
voice.
And notably Edwin voice, and it's just asking him. It's like I guess we're still at the keep, and just where are you?
Oh, Edwin, thank goodness. Wait, is it really you? Everything's been so very weird. Oh shit, I need to be counting my...
You need a word counter. You just
Boffin doesn't know how to spell words. I haven't explained the spell to Boffin.
Oh shit! I need to count, and it's just gone.
Oh,
Boffin
fine, I
never
still got like 10 more
changed.
words. It's like, Anyways, I'm waiting for y'all at the
I can't-
college. Exactly 25. Nailed it.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh, my sides hurt.
I can help
Actually, that's a good
Boffin.
point. Trip did Boffin make it to the college? Is the
Yes,
question.
yes, you did.
Okay. Okay.
Boffin is safely at the college. Oh my god. Sorry, that got me.
Gail's pulling out a bit of cloth and going up to Edwin for his nose, just kind of looking at him, just asking with her eyes if he got through.
Yeah, he's at the college for some reason.
Here, for your nose.
Oh, what? Oh. Oh.
Oh shit, my nose is bleeding.
It's probably fine.
The headmistress is looking at you, Boffin. Or no, good grief, sorry, Edwin.
The other win.
My
No.
brain's just a little cooked today.
Lightly.
Just be careful with that, Edwin. You don't want to hurt yourself too badly. You do push that too hard, and your brain might actually cook from the inside out.
Okay, good to know.
But that was an impressive show of magic from a novice like yourself. Well done. She's
This is why he got a scholarship.
gonna reach into her cloak, pull something out, and she's gonna put her thumb on your like on your shirt, like right at your left breast. And she's gonna push it in. When she pulls it away, there's a little glowing gold star there.
Horrible.
Gold star.
Good job, Edwin. You got a gold star.
Got a sticker.
Oh my god. Good job, buddy.
That's cool. Gail's just gonna pat him on the back gently, because if casting that made his nose bleed, she's not sure how else it affected him. Just
It's fine. It's just his brain.
off to the college then,
Apparently.
and we'll get back to you, ma'am, on the options that we are willing to undertake.
I will.
I might have to consult. I might have to consult with the lieutenant first.
Certainly.
He's in Lothiel. Anyway, we will get
I
back
don't
to you on
think-
that when we can.
I mean, in your defense, I don't think your superior is going to say no to a mission given to us by an actual dragon.
I mean, he's going to caution me every which way about not going there.
No, you are right.
We have so many history books about that place, but it's all surface level. We don't know anything about
Fine,
the.
what other choice do we have?
I mean, if we want to restore Valeran's queen, and Valeran needs her queen against what's coming, let's walk and talk.
No choice.
All right.
Gail's
Literally no choice.
Gail's a little overwhelmed, but she's trying to handle it.
Nobody could blame you, Gale. But as you guys head towards the college, we are going to take a quick break and be back here in just a few minutes. So, unless you're Lime, don't go anywhere. Except stretch, and we will...
Hang tight, but get up and move around and get a drink, get a snack.
Yeah.
And we'll see you back.
We'll be right back unless the end of the world happens first.
Hope not.
I've lived through 3 plagues and 2 supposed ends of the worlds. We're fine.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Like, Would not be a
Alright.
good. I'm not saying it would be a good
Alright.
idea, but
We
we
are back.
absolutely can.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the stream. We are here in spirit and almost in body too, though the night is dark and full of terrors. Excuse me. All right, we left off. I believe you guys were just about to walk away from the tower. I believe to
Head to the college.
Head to the college.
Head to the college.
But Marius, you had something you wanted to do first.
Oh, he was basically just gonna tell the headmaster, "We're not done with this family conversation."
I will be more than happy to tell you everything I know about your family when you're not trying to find a missing halfling. We are not done with this conversation because I have many stories I can tell you.
There was this one time.
I will say there is a bit of frustration on his face.
Yeah, that dang halfling getting in between you and your family stuff again somehow.
It's always this fucking half.
First it was Dad.
Mhm.
Now it's the family history.
Neither of these things was his fault, though.
He was there.
It's
Okay.
more just frustration that everyone else knows. Apparently.
It's all right, Marius. We'll be back to hear more about your folks. Okay.
Were you really told nothing by your father?
Nothing other than how to farm.
It's curious that you were not educated about your own family history. It's quite the affair.
Said he didn't like talking about it, so especially after Mama passed. So I was left in the dark on a lot of things, as I'm coming to find out.
She looks at you and she's got kind of in spite of everything going on, she has kind of a sympathetic air about her. Come back. Let's see. Where are you staying?
Whatever the address for the place is, because I totally remember it off the top of my head.
Say Gale can relay that.
555 Elm Street.
Oh, it's at this address, and she'll rattle it off.
It's at Peachtree Street, not to be confused with Peachtree Lane or Peachtree Drive.
You had to say Peachtree Street.
I had to. This is Atlanta. This is Atlanta humor.
Okay.
I will visit you, and we will discuss your family history that's been kept from you. Next day or so, I should be able to make it by.
All right.
I'll
hold you to it.
I think that you will find it at least amusing.
Take anything. I'll take anything I can get.
Alright, and then you guys are heading towards the Arcane College, the branch office. Boffin, you aren't allowed into the college proper as a non-student. You are allowed into the waiting area.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. And is the waiting area like supervised in any way?
Yeah, it is absolutely supervised.
Okay, all right.
Probably the most supervised.
Just like, what's going on?
All right, good enough. Yeah, I'll just tell them that I'm coming to visit Edwin, and that yeah, I'll wait here until he comes back if he's not in.
Everybody is talking about the events of the day, of course. Or the night, I suppose. It is evening. There's a lot of students milling about, and several of them are taking advantage of the little pots of self-filling coffee and cookies on the tables. But a short while later,
We're definitely going to partake in those ourselves. Calm our nerves.
Oh yeah, for students.
This is where we test the limits of bottomless coffee.
If it's in the waiting room, it's forever.
Is it truly forever filling?
It's magic. It's fine.
While people are a little confused as to your presence, Boffin, nobody gives you a hard time.
Good.
Maybe in 30 minutes or an hour or so after you arrive, you see Edwin and Gale, Soli, and Marius all walking in.
Okay, you're all here, and you're all you, right? Yeah.
No, we need to.
Oh,
We didn't come up with
you-
that code. We should come up with that code.
Code? Yeah, codes are a great idea.
I mean,
I already left a code for Gale at the house, but I mean, I guess that's not necessary anymore since I didn't realize
Well-
you could find me this easily.
we had a.
I honestly wasn't sure if I'd make it here because I was chased.
Chased. Okay. First of all, Boffin, we need to catch up on where you went and what happened to you.
I mean,
And
shorts,
you are you,
shorts-
right?
Yeah, I mean, Edwin just mind talking me like that would only work if I was me, right?
Gale's gonna shrug
I don't
and
know.
look at
I
Edwin.
don't know how it works.
He's gonna shrug on, like he knows the difference. Like, oh, I assume.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what else I can do to prove to you that I'm me. I mean, other than everything I just said.
We don't either.
Right, and at least again, there's a lot of. Of course, I don't know how many of them are there, and I only saw the one. But
Do you remember that tea?
no, this has nothing to do with fatigue. Though I have had quite a lot of that coffee over there. But
Yeah, no, it's probably him.
Boffin's coffee cup just shaking on the platter. Just...
like now, unless any of the students here did something with that coffee.
No, I mean more just you remember it because unless
yeah,
you were
the-
changed within, like yeah, unless you
No,
were
tea was delicious. It
snatched
was
within
sizzling.
that time. I mean, either way, you're not getting it again.
Okay. What was that?
Don't worry about it. Where did you go?
Well, I mean, short story is I went looking for trouble and found it.
What kind of trouble? Or did it find you?
Well, I guess, yeah, rather it found me. And I was trying to see if any agents of Morvain were taking advantage of the chaos, and I mean, something found me. It was one of my contacts, or I guess someone disguised as her. Honestly, I don't know them well enough to
Oh.
know if that's what it did. And then she turned into me, and then I ran, and then she was chasing me, and then I went to the house, and then I left you a note, and then I was like, if she's still chasing me, where's a safer place? Edwin was safe at the college, so I came here.
Gale's just gonna kind of look at
you.
So
Gale's gonna look at the rest and just
I mean,
another
I assume
one?
it was a magic thing.
another one?
So there's potentially another Boffin running around.
Yeah, that's why I
Actually,
left. That's why I left a note for
Could
Gale.
be anybody then. If
And
it
you all
looks
have
like
been
one of your
together this whole
contacts.
time. Right? Yeah.
Okay, so Boffin,
Yep. Mhm.
You didn't see what happened with the diviner, did you?
I mean, no. I mean, I suspected the diviner was up to
Did,
no good. That was one of my main leads I got from my contact.
Did this
She said
person
she
that
wasn't gonna
changed
give me
into
any
you did-
more names.
did
Leaked me that.
did their skin crack like when you drop a
Yeah,
bait?
it was rather weird. You'd think if it was this magic, you'd just go, woof, it'd be different.
Gale's gonna
No,
look at
It was
Edwin.
getting shorter. It was like really unnerving.
Gale's gonna look over at Edwin and just. Do you think it's the same sort of creature?
You know, have to be. I don't think magic works that way with disguises.
Some new crazy
Because
sort of undead.
I know it
mean,
doesn't.
we know they
I-
were keen on experimentation.
I learned magic that I can use to disguise myself. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no, magic's usually like shimmery and
Mm-hmm.
it's not.
That sounds like just a natural thing. Oh, that's
How are you
weird.
supposed to?
You know where you find that information? In the library. Yeah, let's go look at this shit.
You know, yeah, I'm actually fine with just be going there for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you
actually.
guys were allowed there last time. Might as well
Let's
So as long as
be
you're
there
with
and see
you,
what the heck it is.
and that's a good place, as good a place as any for us to talk about, to kind of fill each other in here. There's so much
To
going
the
on. Oh my
library,
gosh.
I guess.
Okay, I'm all right.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
She's not sure, but she's gonna play it off like she is.
Soliana's gonna give Gail just a little pat on the head. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
She'll just kind of smile and Whew. So, off to the library then.
Yeah, I'll trot off to the library and
Yay.
look at those books.
All right, Edwin, you've become rather familiar with the odd layout of the college, and with no guidance whatsoever, you find your way to what I'm going to go out on a limb and say is maybe your favorite book, your favorite building, or favorite part of the building.
Oh boy.
As you open the door to the library, a notable quiet, a peaceful quiet, and the smell of old books hits you as you come in. The library is arrayed, as you remember, in a large round room with multiple levels, the stacks stretching off into the distance, and the old man sitting behind the counter. You think you might hear him snoring quietly.
Mood.
All right. Well,
And asking him's gonna be the easiest way to find it.
Edwin, I will let you do that.
Okay.
After all, you're a student.
That is an Edwin job.
that is an Edwin job, and I mean, it's probably not the first time he's been here at stupid late o'clock at night. Just, I guess, walk up to the desk and, I assume, ding the bell.
Pardon me. And he just cracks. You hear a snapping sound as he pops his back, and then who's that?
I freaking wish. I want my spine to snap like that.
Right.
Young Edwin. Burning the midnight oil again. Oh, it's
Yeah.
not actually that late. Well, I've missed the beginning of the party.
It's
You forgot
fine.
this time.
Didn't want to be there for this one.
Oh,
It's quite bad.
It's been eventful.
I remember the year the fireworks didn't work.
No, this is worse.
Queen's dead.
Well, thanks, Marius. Welcome to war, sir.
None of you have tact.
A happy party to all of you, too.
We're just gonna give Marius a pat on the head, too.
Look, you needed to find out.
Queen's dead. Pat, pat.
Who's better? Other ways to find that out. Anyways.
Anyway, go ahead, Edwin.
We're interested in where books would be on creatures that can shapeshift.
Well, are you talking about, excuse me, you've got the Uh, the shapeshifters, the cursed ones that turn into animals and whatnot. That would be on
People.
people that turn into animals is also
Something about
one.
cracking?
You know, that
No.
turn into people.
Hang on.
No, they're not lycanthropes. They're not druids.
Not sure.
Not polymorph.
All right, so
Oh,
you're
what?
looking probably at the either the aberrant or the odd folk. You want to go level 2. You should be able to get to it just fine. Row 37, shelf D, just past topics on gaping holes to elsewhere.
Right.
Queen's dead, my goodness.
Did that all make
It's
sense to you,
been
Edwin?
eventful.
Yep.
Okay. This is why you're the one here in school, I guess.
I mean, this is where I spend most of my time.
Should we follow you, Edwin, or should we wait down here?
No, you can follow more eyes, better.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, let's not. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have run off.
It's okay.
Also, would the college have anything on, what were they called? A soul beacon?
What?
Oh, right.
That
We'll
was
catch
the
you up on that
stone,
in a
right?
minute. We'll catch you up on that in a minute, Boffin.
That's that is magic beyond Master Edwin's allowable knowledge.
Understood. That's a restricted section. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just a novice.
That's
But you're getting better every day you spend in the library. Remember, Edwin, reading is fundamental. Emphasis on fun. You got a gold star.
I did.
Well, that's a commendation from the headmistress. Well done to you.
How do you think we found out about soul beacons?
As he says this, Edwin, you see a few heads pop up from the desks.
Oh.
Got a gold star. A freshman got a gold star. Who got a gold star? I got a gold star. People seem to, like, people actually start kind of like staring at you for a second.
Yeah.
He got a gold star.
Anyways, level 2. Thank you.
Apparently
Right,
that
it's the
star
headmistress?
apparently the star's kind of a big deal. Look at you, Edwin.
I mean, by headmistress you mean
That's
her,
right.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep,
I mean,
that one.
definitely sounds like a big deal.
I'd say. Anyway,
I mean, yeah,
Biggest deal, like-
technically I'm not able to do the thing that I did to contact you.
it gave him a
you did-
nosebleed.
What does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you all right? And you didn't
Yeah,
need to go
fine.
through that trouble on
sleep it
my
off.
account.
The
Okay.
headmistress told him not to do that too often.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm touched that you went through the trouble for little me.
I mean, it's
We were
the easiest way to
hungry.
find you, arguably.
I mean, and find me you did. So, good job.
Well, I mean, considering the things needed
Right.
Sooner rather than later.
Anyway,
Go
Gail's gonna
follow
kind of
them
just look around and
instructions and go to the book.
Oh, you books.
Books.
Think-
So you
Gail's looking
follow-
around to be sure people aren't listening in too much.
There
She's just kinda
Definitely
checking.
some eyes following you, mostly trying to get a glimpse at Edwin.
Fair.
The as Edwin enters the stacks and the rest of you follow him, they seem confusing. It seems like sometimes the stacks double back on themselves. There are stairs that seem to go to nowhere. As you walk, there are some areas, as you approach certain staircases, the stairs seem to recede and shelves seem to move into place. You swear, as you look to one side, you see books moving so that the spine's color spells out no entry.
I'm going. We would get lost in here.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Nope. We're gonna
Trusting
just
you,
follow
Edwin.
you.
Sticking with you.
Edwin
Mhm.
manages to find his way to the stacks without with nary a skill check required.
Yay.
Okay. While you're looking, so Boffin,
Yep. Yeah.
headmistress lady,
Yeah.
helped us out. The queen is dead, but she's not as busted up
Yeah.
as she could have been.
Oh.
Uh,
What does that mean?
there was some
Exactly.
sort of
She
magic
was
ball.
falling from the top. Oh, of course.
She was.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Why do I even ask? All right.
Not every solution's magic.
She was falling.
Just
Very
that one
good,
is.
Boffin. She was.
I mean, I guess, but you're saying the magic didn't save her. It just
No, it saved her body.
okay. What difference does that make?
She's
Salvageable.
yeah.
Okay, she'll look
it's-
pretty for her funeral. I mean, I guess that's nice.
You got spare
won't be
parts.
It won't be closed casket.
Right.
Yeah. But the headmistress spoke to us, and we have some options to undertake. We have a few
Yeah.
paths we could take. Primarily, Valera needs her queen,
Does it?
and to do that, yes,
Yeah,
she
very much so.
she said that she saw the ranks of the undead waiting to sweep in Gatewatch. So,
It's not like we didn't know that was coming either.
yeah, it's
I
a
guess we
pretty.
had hoped there was a bit more time.
We'd hoped, but no. But she explained that there are artifacts and people who can bring the dead back without
Wait, really?
making them undead.
Really?
Yeah.
Again,
I mean, that's
I know you say
sort of
magic can
something
do
about
anything, but I mean that seems a bit beyond like anything.
Apparently, there is a little
It's-
caveat of time.
There is a little bit of time. Yeah, that spell only lasts for so long,
surely-
preserving her.
Surely Harriet's not a fan of that.
Apparently not. No. She's not. She doesn't let go of souls very easily. But yeah, what Soli was asking about, the soul beacon thing, that's the artifact. Unfortunately, the only one that the headmistress could tell us about is in a very dangerous place that my entire organization knows about. She's gonna get that nervous look on her face. Umbermount, which is ruled by a very old, very powerful vampire. We don't go there, and the vampire
Okay,
hunters don't
then
go
why are we
there.
bringing? Why is this being brought up then?
Do we need to go there?
She mentioned it was an option.
No.
She asked what we are willing to do to help.
I mean, I know I said that I wanted to help, but I mean, there's helping, and then there's
And
that.
then there's walking into Umbermount. Yes.
Look, we're already dealing with one like mad undead king. Like, well, I think he's not
Um.
undead, but I'm sure who knows if he will be.
No,
someday.
no, it's fine. This one can be reasoned with, according to the
None of
dragon.
them can be reasoned with.
I don't know.
I mean, I
That
guess it's
far?
hard to ignore a request from a dragon, but yeah, how
she-
requesty was this request?
It was
she
genuinely requested.
She
Okay.
presented it as an option. The other is that we go to Axia to speak with somebody about casting it.
I mean, but do you still need the gem soul thingy?
I'm not
Mhm.
sure.
All right, so
Well,
I don't know
you
what
heard
that would
Edwin.
accomplish on its own. And is there anything we can do, here and now?
We can assist Valerin. Yes. I personally
Thought that was
want
our plan
to.
to begin with.
I personally want to rendezvous with Lieutenant in Lathiel to consult him on what we should do. But
I mean,
I
that sounds more like a plan to me.
I did mention to the headmistress that we'd get back to her on that. She didn't demand an answer now.
Good.
She wanted us to think about
Surely there's
it.
someone more qualified for that sort of thing.
I don't know. She mentioned that we aren't known to Lord Harcourt.
If there was anyone more
So-
qualified, I think they would want them around during,
Mhm.
the active war that's breaking out.
There is that. And again, I would
Also, presumably she wouldn't just send us if we weren't. Wouldn't even be a suggestion.
exactly.
Suppose
She
not, but
again, it's what we are willing to undertake to help. It's it's Greymore that's in error, and Valerin may not
yeah.
be our home, but our country's attacking it. We should do something to help it.
No, I'm with you there, and I have said so since the beginning, and I meant it.
I would like to check in with my family, but that involves going directly behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
And way too
Sort
close
of
to
that.
Villamon for my comfort.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
No.
In fact, I'm not. My family's near the border, and I don't think I'm gonna be seeing them anytime soon either. So
We can
And
talk to your
Marius,
grandmother and she can probably get word.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. But the only one of us who hasn't really been in actual contact with our families, besides you, Marius, well, that's I don't know. I'm running out of the words to say.
Where's my dad, Boffin?
certainly not
But
up in this room.
It has
Edwin,
been
you're kind of the only one who hasn't been able to check in with their family, besides the message that you did.
All I know is that they're in Brigario. I don't know exactly where the message cut out before, and
Oh, so they
I mean,
they made it
obviously,
out of Illinois. That's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
they managed to get out before it got too bad.
that's good. I'm
Still,
glad they're
it's
safe.
been forever.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think if anybody among us deserves that, it should be you. But it would be one of those if if we're going to Umbermound, which is south of Brigario, then we may as well check in with your folks.
Wait, are we actually seriously
I
considering the upper map thing?
I don't know. I don't know. Often like I said, I would want to consult with my superiors first.
Yeah, well, let's do that.
Yeah, but it's the other way.
If we stay here, we're probably going to be facing the invading force directly, which is just as dangerous and pretty head on.
But at least it would feel more like we're something that doing something that might not even work.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind trying to help the queen.
I wouldn't either.
See, I'm the odd one out in that regard.
If she said that we would be equipped. And I want to look more into these soul beacons.
So, I mean, if this Harcourt really can be reasoned with, and could he be reasoned with to join our side?
Oh, I doubt it.
I don't know about that.
We
I
don't
don't know.
we don't have the best track record of giving that sort of advice.
No.
I wonder
I've
if
heard of
Actually,
advice, and if you
delivering this
really
news,
want vampires' help,
Yes.
be on it.
Why don't
uh,
we take a day anyway? It's been
we're going to have to,
yeah.
because a lot just happened, and we should probably let the headmistress know that there is possibly more than one of those creatures running around.
I mean, I would say
If it
almost certainly
chased
more than
you.
one if you were saying there was one at the keep, because I doubt she would have made it that as far as I did. She was busy, killing the queen.
Tough to say. How's the looking for any of those books going, Edwin?
How do be that search going?
Edwin,
Oh,
make
yeah.
an investigation for me.
Adequate.
So, Edwin, you have found a couple of books on shapeshifters, namely doppelgangers, that look incredibly alien, but then can look identical and transform almost immediately. But it does have some information on some other creatures. You think you found the right book, but it will take you some time to go through it.
Oh no, reading.
Oh no, reading, his favorite thing.
No. What an inconvenience. But as Edmund goes through the book, we are going to adjourn as well.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next week.
Oh
Sure
boy.
will.
In the meantime, I got nothing for that one. Good night.
Stay classy, Sam.
Good night.
We will see you next week.
Bye.